Good evening, everyone. It's OG from OG Scale Models. Update on the 68 Camaro Z28. Let's see. We're going to talk a little bit about this because I found a couple of things I didn't like. Maybe other modelers don't like them either, but I'm going to bring them to head anyway. Um, this is the kit. It's made by AMT. It's 125th scale. Um, Overall, pretty decent kit. Like I said, I had some issues with the tires and wheels and some other little things like the headers and stuff like that, but I overcame that by switching them out and built the headers from scratch and things like that. But anyway, let's get into this. I'll show you the finished product. I finally finished it. It's really, really nice car. Alright, here she is, guys. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Oop, too much. Okay, this is the car. There we go. Okay, this is the 68 Camaro Z28. I painted it Cortez silver and cleared it. Um, I like the way the paint come out on it. Come out pretty nice. I did put the decals on it. Usually I don't put decals on my cars. Usually. Alright, let's talk about the first issue I had was the tires for the car. They didn't seem like they was in proportion with the car, so I found myself a nice set of slicks and a set of front runners and put on the car. That's how I compensated that. The other thing was the headers. Take the hood off. The headers. I didn't like the way the headers was made and stuff. They just looked too fakey. So I used solder and then I used aluminum tubing with heat shrink to make the collector. I ran a straight exhaust back. I made myself some realistic looking mufflers. I painted it all up. I painted the rear end cover. In order for these bigger slicks, I had to use the shackles. I used a set of shackles off the old Pro model. I just cut them down to the length that I needed. Other than that, sorry, there's the bottom of the car. Turned out pretty nice. Okay, next on the subject is the engine. I chose to put the blower in it. The blower had some fitting problems and stuff, and it come back too far. I couldn't put a distributor in it. So what I did was I slid the engine forward and mounted it that way. And then I built the pulleys and stuff on the front. That I used a rubber band for the belt. I added some photo etch battery cables and wired the engine. I also plumbed the engine. I put throttle linkages on the engine. And I also wired the alternator. And I also made the alternator bracket. The radiator hoses are the same solder that I use for my headers. It's about, in scale, it'd probably equal out to about 2 inches. Okay. The interior, I flocked the interior, put carpet in it. I just painted it up a little bit, put the white ball on the 4-speed transmission. I did use bare metal foil around the back glass and the windshield. I used Speedball acrylic India ink for my highlights on the vents. Some things I did not like about the car was the decals. I don't really care for decals because they don't. Every time I put them on, ever since I was little, even now, I just don't like the look of them on a model. Even, here, let me show you. Even on the box art, let me back this up. Even on the box art, you can see the decal lifting right here. You know, I didn't put this part on. I just left the vents, you know. But you can actually see the decal lifting in spots and things. I've tried everything from microset to all kinds of different things, and I never did have good luck with them. So that's why a lot of my models do not have decals on them. These decals I took and I put them on, and then I used Future Pledge floor polish, and I kind of brushed over top of the whole car with that. That way it seals them down, because over the years they will start to peel up and stuff, just like right there. That's why I don't like them. But anyway, overall the model was nice and everything. I did have a few boo-boos. When building this, I went ahead and glued the rear panel on back here. Sorry, this rear panel. I went ahead and glued this whole rear panel in, and I shouldn't have done it. I should have waited, because I went to put the lights in, and I was like, oh man, it had two little like things on it that you're supposed to put the lights in from the back, and it's supposed to hold them. So I was like, oh man, how am I going to do this? I don't want to take the model back apart to put them in. So what I did was I took my my nippers and I nipped the edges off, and then went ahead and shoved them through from the outside. That way I wouldn't have to disassemble model, because it was a really pain to get the chassis and everything back in it. But overall, I like it. I think it'll do good at a model contest. It turned out to be a really pretty car. Later on, I might go through before I put it in the case and add some foil, bare metal foil, to the piece right here and the piece along the door, the trim along the door. Maybe, I don't know yet. If not, then it's good. It's all good with me. I mean, I have a heck of a time with that bare metal foil. But anyway, overall, it's a really nice model when it's all assembled and everything. I think I gave it a really good, you know, 60s vibe, 60s, 70s vibe. And it's got a killer blower system in it and stuff. Overall, yeah, I think it's nice. And I scribed the doors so deep I didn't have to put no speedball black India ink in them, because they just, it looks like a, you know, the door sills basically. So I did that, and the trunk turned out nice too, where I scribed the trunk really decent. But overall, yeah, it turned out to be a pretty nice build. It did take me a little while, you know, but I got it. It's all done. I think I'm going to name this one Silver Bullet, after a movie I saw, a werewolf movie. It's called Silver Bullet. I think this would be an animal on the street. And I'm sure any of us would be proud to own a 68 Camaro Z28. I mean, come on, with a 302 in it, with blown, with dual fours and headers, you know. Who wouldn't want that to cruise around in and things? Show off. It would be awesome to have something like that. But overall, I hope you guys like that. And subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel. Give me a like. It's OG Scale Models at YouTube, on YouTube. And like I said, on to the next, I guess. I'm going to figure out something else to do. Probably another model. Give you a little update on this coming week. Had a kind of a hectic weekend and things, but hopefully it'll all be good by this coming weekend. I get to see my granddaughter. She always puts a smile on my face. What else? Hopefully it'll get a little warmer in the next couple weeks, and maybe I'll throw a video on Facebook or on my YouTube channel about some of my lowrider maintenance or something like that. I try to stick only to model basics and whatnot, but yeah, that's what I'm hoping to get accomplished this coming week anyway. You guys stay good, stay blessed. Don't forget to subscribe and like my channel, OG Scale Models. Everybody stay blessed. Take care.